Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy! After a year of Jak 3 being up, it's been up actually more than a year. But hey, we're going to do a brand new game of Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, and it will be a 100% run power cell wise. I might try for the Precursor orbs, but that's kind of a pain. So we're just going to start a brand new game and jump right into this classic from 2001. Quite possibly the very first game I've ever played on a console.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose, and why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? Jak, I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go! Misty Island!
That's right! And then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man! Are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied dark eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or 2 stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
All right, and with that, we're gonna listen to
Can
this.
give you advice at any time during your quest.
So yeah, with that, we are finally doing another Jak and Daxter game. We did Jak 3 a long time ago, about a year and a few months ago, and it was a great experience. But hey, I had no real desire to do this game up until recently for whatever reason. Just like the fun of this game is, I don't know why the hell I'm going over here. I heard a scouter. I was like, where did scout flies? Oh well, I found out eventually. I heard one and I thought it was over here. Whatever, we're just gonna.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
You need 90. 90 for 1 power cell, and there's a total of 2,000 of these things, and I had about 435 or something spare on my playthrough. I don't exactly remember the numbers, but it was a good amount spare. I'm just gonna pick up green ego.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
The most important artifact you can find. It is the most important artifact you can find. And they're gone within the first game. Ain't that lovely? It's just like, oh, they're so important, now we're gonna get this lesson.
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force. To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air and then dive down onto it, hands first.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies.
They are called scout
7 of them
flies,
in
okay.
each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
So we need to collect 7 of these inside each area to get an additional power cell. And voila! We are now 2 deep already. We just started the game and we already have 2 power cells.
Wow! That last scout flight had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
I bet that you are probably correct. Anyways, blue ego, as we just got right there, increases our speed and we get magnetic powers that can also break some weak boxes. Kind of helpful. Anyways, just want to break those boxes for no real reason. We are trying to make sure we collect everything. We don't really need to, but hey, it helps.
That's blue eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts.
And even activate some precursor artifacts. Oh well. We're just gonna freaking get blue ego and move on with our day. We have 27 so far.
This is the time you can use its power.
There are a total of 50 precursor orbs inside this level. We want to see if we can get them all. That's kind of the important thing.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
You can actually make note of that by looking right there at the blue symbol. It's like a blue lightning bolt. No, it's not orange lightning. Jeez, we're not that far in the game yet.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
And it's very useful, so we want to get that. We're gonna get this, go all the way over here and open the door, which the whole first level is very straightforward. We got a third power cell already. Done. Da-da-da.
Good work. The blue
Just gonna
eco
get all
caused the
these
door to
precursor
open.
orbs because we need them.
Blue eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
And he's somewhat telling the truth. We're gonna do a big jump there. And this whole first area is
Those
pretty
little
straightforward.
green balls of energy on
Now
the
they're going to
ground are a
explain
type
green
of
ego, but
Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
the maximum amount of hits you can take in this game is 4. If we look at our health, we can take 4, because once we hit once, the 50 is then put into a brand new health slot, I guess. We get a brand new heart, okay? And we have maxed out right now, so if we take a hit, we're going to be pretty good.
To reach even higher legends.
But hey, we got all 50 precursor orbs, and we got all 4 power cells in this area. Done. Da-da-da. And with that, we're just going to finish off Geyser Rock and probably call it a part. The whole plan here is to have each location be its own part, and there's a lot of locations. So, just going to activate the gate, go through it, go back to Green Sages, and let's see what happens.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!